Okay, hello everybody. Good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Morgan and I am currently in Rome. And yeah, I hope you guys had a fun evening. For those of you who were here with me last night doing another webinar, we are going to be talking about my childhood today. So when you come in, if you guys are awake yet, please just write me a message, okay? Okay, so let's begin today talking about my childhood. My childhood. So in this focus activity, we are going to practice using when in descriptions. We're going to use the simple past. We're going to practice asking questions. So again, I see we have 3 people. Make sure you write me a message to say hello when you come in. And let's begin. Here we go. So we're going to start by talking about your life as a child. Now, here I have 2 questions. Where you born? When you born? Now, they are the same questions, but I need you to help me figure out which words we're missing. So how do we complete these questions? So where and when? Which word is missing? So I see we have a few people in the room. So see if you can help me complete both of these questions. So I'll give you guys a few seconds to send me in your responses. Okay. So as we continue this morning, here we go. Hi, Marcello. Okay, very nice to meet you. And hi, Surya. From Bologna. Wow, okay. So we have people from both ends, from the north and from the south. Fantastic. So you guys, see if you can help me finish these sentences. How do we complete both of these sentences? Okay, so we could say, where were you born? Where were you born? And when were you born? Okay, so I'm going to type that in the chat box. Okay, and we have a complete sentence. So let's take a look at number 3. And this time we aren't going to be using were. Okay, we're going to use the same verb, but a different form. So who can tell me how to complete question number 3? So Surya, remember, we wouldn't use are because are is present tense. Are is present tense. And you are only born, not in the present, but in the past. Okay, so how could I complete question number 3? What do you think? So when you were a child, perfect, Marcello, what was your favorite game? What was your favorite game? Now let's look at the last two questions, okay? And see if you can help me fill in these two. Yes, exactly. So, when you were a child, what was your favorite game? Perfect. So, again, we're using our simple past tense. Okay. But how do we complete questions 4 and 5? How could we complete them? Who was your best friend? Good. Who was your best friend? Both of you at the same time. Well done. Oh, Tony, long time no see. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, wow. Good morning, everybody. So, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so see if you can help me complete the last two sentences. So, who was your best friend and what did you do together? Well done. So, you guys are right on it. There we go. What I'm going to ask for you guys to do now is I want you to help me complete these sentences with your own answers. For example, I was born in California. Okay, I was born in 1989. Okay, and when I was a child, my favorite game was hide and seek. How do you call it in Italian? I don't know. I don't know that one. Okay. Who was my best friend? My best friend was Danielle, and we played dolls all the time. We played with our dolls. Okay, very good. We have I was born in California. I was born on March 21st, 1989. Okay. Okay, close, close. So we'd say when I was a child, my favorite game was. Okay, so this is a bit of a complex sentence. We're going to talk about a time when I was a child. So we start the sentence when I was a child. My favorite game was hide and seek. I was born in Bologna. I was born on September 11th, 1970. So Syria, hold on, let me correct this for you. Okay, so 11th is an ordinal number. We want to make sure not to have the ST, but the TH, the 11th. Okay. All right. Good job, Tony. You're catching up. So I want you guys to continue. I want you to continue to answer all of the questions listed below. Remember that when we form a question, we switch the object and the subject. Okay, so to form a question. But then when we want to answer the question, okay, so I was born. When I was a child, my favorite game was. Okay, good, good. Jump rope. I love jump rope. I was born in Sicily. I was born on June 5th or the 5th of June, 1981, when I was a child. Remember, when I was a child, my favorite game was football. My best friend was Antonio, and we played football. Okay, so here we have our verb and our noun, and we would just simply put them together. There's no need to add a preposition in between. Okay, so at is not required. Good job, you guys. So we're going to go on to the next page. I was born on November 26th. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next page, and we're going to continue answering a few questions. So we talked about when you were a child, okay? I want you to help me fill in the correct past tense of the form to be. So we've talked about to be a little bit, and I hope you caught on. So to be in the present tense, say I am, you are, he, she, it is, okay? But now we're working on it in the past tense. So I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, and they were. Okay, so I was. You were born in California too. Very cool. I was born in Fountain Valley, California. It's in Orange County. So I was, you were, he, she, or it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put this up on the board for you guys. We have our past tense of the verb to be. So I want you guys to help me. I don't know if I can move this. I want you to help me complete these sentences using the past tense of the verb to be. Okay? All right. So I'm going to give you just a second. Let's take a look at our first question. Where you born? I am born in California. Okay, great job, Syria. That just makes sense to me. You weren't answering me, you were answering the questions. Okay, so what you like as a child? I am very shy. So Syria had the right one for number one. Where were you born? I was born in California. Perfect. What about the next one? What were you like as a child? I was very shy. Well done. Exactly. And for our last one, what's the last one? How could we complete this sentence? How could we complete the question? Okay, I'll give you guys just a second. Okay, so for the last one, what was your dream job? What was your dream job when you were a child? I wanted to be a professional football player. Okay, great job. So I want you guys to help me, and I want you to tell me, what was your dream job? What did you want to be when you were a child? I was going to be an ice skating chef journalist. I was a very ambitious child. What did you guys want to be when you were a child? So tell me, what was your dream job? Okay, so as you guys fill in your responses, I see you guys all responded good. You all got the right one. So what was your dream job? Great job, Marcello. Great job, Syria. Okay. So you guys, we're going to go on to the next page. I'll look forward to reading your responses to what was your dream job as a child. Okay. And we are going to begin with a little bit of vocabulary. So, what were you like? What were you like? We're going to take a look at some of these personality traits that some children might have. So, first one, shy, serious, studious, active, sporty, lazy, funny, and outgoing. A public minister. I've never heard of a child wanting to be a public minister. I'm actually very, very interested in that. Very good. Perfect. I wanted to be an artist. Oh, lovely. You guys. Okay, great responses. Great professions. I think even as an adult, I would want to do those jobs. Those are pretty great jobs. Okay. So we're going to take a look at these words, these personality descriptions, and I want you to help me match the opposite. Okay, so great job. We have shy and outgoing. Well done. What about serious? What is the opposite of serious? Who knows? What is the opposite of serious? Okay, so give you another second. I don't want to answer too soon because you guys always send me your messages. All right, so we're going to go on. Okay, serious, funny. There we go. Okay. Now I'm a secretary. Okay. Well, hopefully, though, you have free time that you can paint or draw or do something artistic. I wanted to be an artist for a while as well, but now I'm a teacher. And before this, I was a kindergarten teacher. And so I got to draw all the time. So it was the best of both worlds. Okay, good, you guys. So Shy, outgoing, serious, funny, active, lazy. Perfect. There we go. Studious, sporty. Perfect. Now, I will say in real life, I wouldn't consider studious to be the opposite of sporty. I think it's a little stereotypical. Okay. So people that are studious can also be sporty. Perfect. So I want you to tell me, what were you like as a child? For example, as a child, I was very sporty. I was very active. I was very shy. And I was very lazy as a child. How were you guys as children? So, how were you as children? Now, when I say I was active and lazy, I was active when I played outside and I was lazy about doing my chores. I never wanted to clean my room. Okay, so tell me, how were you as a child? What were you like? Okay, I'm going to give you guys just a minute to send in your responses. So remember, we're going to be practicing our past simple tense. So if you guys have noticed, okay. All right. So again, what were you like as a child? I was very shy. I was very active. I was very sporty. And I was lazy about cleaning my room. And I was not very studious. I was not. Okay, good. Syria, I was very shy and very serious. Okay, good. Are you still very shy? That would be a good question. I am not as shy. I'm still shy sometimes. Okay, you guys, we're going to go on to our next page. And we're going to begin talking about our childhood memories. Now, I want you to think about your childhood. I want you to think about some of the experiences you had. Okay, maybe some of your favorite memories. All right. And while you guys start to think back on your childhood, I'm going to read the messages that have just come in. I was very studious, but I was funny and outgoing. Okay, good. You guys sounded like you were much more fun than me. All right, so I want to know, what was your favorite? What was your favorite? Let's say your favorite food as a child. My favorite food as a child. My favorite food was kiwi. I loved kiwis. What was your favorite food as a child? Can you remember? So my favorite food was kiwi. And I think fruit in general. I really loved fruit. So what was your favorite food? We're going to go on to the next one. And my favorite toy. So as you guys are thinking of your responses, you can put as many of these into the sentence as you would like. Okay? So my favorite toy, let me think. I had a bear that you could draw on. It was called Doodle Bear because you could draw on it and then put it in the washer machine and it would be clean again and you could draw on it all over again. That was my favorite toy as a child. Let me think. My favorite place to go was the movies and was mango. Good job. All right. So both of us really liked fruit. Okay. So I'm going to read your responses as they come in. And remember, feel free to send me all of your favorites on your list. So my favorite food was a childhood. Okay, close. So my favorite food was mango. So my favorite food was mango. Okay. So we wouldn't add a childhood. So this maybe is a good question. What does childhood mean? What does childhood mean? So childhood is a period in our life. Right now, I am not a child, I am an adult. So this is my adulthood. My childhood is when I was a child. Okay? So until I was an adult, I was a child. So it was my childhood. So when we talk about childhood memories or childhood favorites, it simply refers to the years of our life when we were children. Okay? So instead of saying my favorite food was a childhood was mango, okay, we would say my favorite fruit when I was a child was mango. Okay, so this would be a bit of a long sentence. A way to shorten it is when I was a child. Okay, so when I was a child, my favorite fruit was, okay, was Monopoly. Okay, not the Monopoly Marcello, but just Monopoly. My favorite toy or game was Monopoly. Okay. Okay, good. So my favorite place to go was the football field. So here is where you need the. All right, good. And Syria, the same for you. We wouldn't add childhood to the middle of our sentence. Childhood is a period of time. So when I was a child, when I was a child, my favorite foods were chocolate and cherries. So here we have two foods. So we want to make food plural. My favorite foods were. So when I was a child, my favorite movie was Cinderella. Great job, you guys. These are perfect sentences. So if we think about it in a simple way, we're talking about a time period in the past. We're remembering it fondly. Okay, so when I was a child, when I was 10 years old, when I was in college. So when I was is a great sentence pattern to talk about different periods of your life. Okay. Okay, so great work, everybody. When I was a child, my favorite movie was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you guys have seen it, it's wonderful. Okay, so we're going to go on and we're going to practice again, talking about what you were like. So, for example, I was shy and serious and active and okay. I want you to make your own list. Remember, when we are listing things, we would want to make a sentence like this. So, I was shy, sporty, and funny. I was shy, sporty, and funny. Okay. All right. My favorite place to go was the house of my grandparents. Okay, was my grandparents' house because it was a big house and she cooked the best food for me. So great job. But remember, when we're using a past tense, we'd want to say, not cooking, because cooking is a present continuous, okay, or the gerund form. So we want to make this a past sentence. So we would say, she cooked the best food for me. She cooked. Okay. Great job, you guys. So I was outgoing, funny, and studious. When I was a child, I was shy. Perfect. Okay. So if we're ready, we're going to go on to the next page. And we're going to learn to talk about things that we had. Okay. For example, did you have a bicycle? Yes, I had a bicycle. What color was it? It was blue. So here we're going to practice our questions. Okay. So things that we have. Did you have? Okay. And ask for more information. What? What color? Who was it? Okay. So when I was a child, I was very sporty, funny, but I wasn't shy and lazy. Perfect. Great job, Marcello. All right, so we're going to practice asking a few questions. We'll start with the simple one, the example in front of us. Did you have a bicycle? So all of you, did you all have a bicycle? Did you all have a bicycle? I did have a bicycle. Okay, I had a bicycle that was pink and white. Okay, did you have a bicycle? So I will wait for your answers and then we can continue on to the next page. Okay, so hello, Tony, welcome back. All right, so did you have a bicycle? Did you have a bicycle? Okay, let's also ask another question. Did you have lots of friends? Did you have lots of friends? Okay, good. And it was blue and white. Perfect. All right. So yes, I had a bicycle. It was red. Good. Perfect answers, you guys. So I'm going to ask you one last question, and then I want you to practice making a question. Okay? So I want you to practice making a question. So did you have, all right. So remember, we want to add the whole thing. We can't just say, yes, I had. You have to say the subject as well. Okay, yes, I had them. No, I didn't have them. But yes, I had a bicycle. So we want to add in the object. Okay. Did you have lots of money? No, I didn't have lots of money. Okay, good. Yes, I had a bicycle. It was white. Perfect. Much better. Yes, I had a lot. Okay, so remember, not a lots, but a lot or lots. Okay. But I didn't like everyone. Okay, I like that response. It's very good. All right, did you have blonde hair? Well, so far, Tony is the only one sending me questions. Come on, you guys, send me your questions. So we're using did you have? Did you have? Okay, good. Yes, I had, remember, lots of friends or a lot of friends. So we want to choose one or the other. Did you have roller skates? Yes, I did have roller skates. Did you have roller skates? Okay, so we have a good basic question here. Did you have? But if I want information about the object, for example, did you have pets? Yes, I did. Oh, what kind of pet? What type of pet? Okay, so that would be a good answer or a good question to take more information. Okay, so what kind or type? Okay, and then you could say, oh, I had a dog. Oh, what color was the dog? He was brown. I had a brown dog. Did I have roller skates? Yes, I had roller skates. So not breeze. Breeze has to do with the wind and the air. Okay, you want to say what breed? What breed? I'm losing my voice. Okay, so what breed of pet? So I had a Labrador. I had a cat and it was white and black. You guys are doing really well. Okay. So Syria, did you have roller skates? Did you also have roller skates? Okay, you guys, I'm going to give you about 1 more minute to think of a question or to respond to someone else's question. Okay, we are going to continue on, and we have a few more examples. So, what is a nickname? What is a nickname? So a nickname is a name that someone gives you. We also call it a pet name. For example, in my family, we all have nicknames that our mother gave us. Okay. So yes, I had a pet. I wanted a dog. Perfect sentence. Wonderful past simple sentence. But my mom bought me a red fish. Okay, very cute. Yes, I wanted to play the guitar, and my mother bought me a violin. She said they both had strings. Okay, so Tony, what was my nickname? My nickname as a child, and still only for my family, was Mowgli. So my grandparents, my father, my mother, that's what they call me, Mowgli, from the Jungle Book. Because when I was little, I ran around in just my diaper and I have short black hair. Okay, so you guys, we've just talked about nicknames. So that will be your last question for this page. I want you to tell me about a nickname that you had, if you had one. Okay? So remember, a nickname is a name that people give you later in life. It's not the name that you're born with. Okay. I didn't have a nickname. Never. Okay. All right. So on our last page, we have when I was a child. We're going to wrap up our lesson and we're going to practice all of the stuff that we have learned. So remember the past tense of the verb to be. That's right. So Tony, that is your nickname, sure. Okay. All right. So we are going to review the past tense of the verb to be. Remember, I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, they were. Okay. So we're going to do a little review. I was born in California. Oh, you know what? Let's do the questions first. So where were you born? I was born in California. What did you like? I liked pizza. What was your favorite toy? My favorite toy was, oh, I really don't know, my doodle bear. Okay, so my bear that you could draw on. What was my dream job? My dream job was an ice skating chef journalist. Did you have a bicycle? Yes, I had a bicycle. It was pink and white. So I want you guys to help me complete each of the 5 questions and to give me your responses. And this will be to wrap up our class for today. Okay, everybody? So, Tony, good job. When were you born? What did you like? Good, Syria. You had a nickname. Okay, I'm always scared to try and pronounce some of the words that you guys send me. So when I was a child, I was born in Sicily. My favorite food was ice cream. My favorite sport was football. My dream job was to do barman, was to be a barman. Okay, great job. Good job. What was your favorite food? Good. I was born in. Perfect. Okay. Keep them coming, everybody. Keep your answers coming. So how do we respond? Tony, I want you to practice some of the responses, okay? What was your daydream? Daydream is a little different. A daydream is something when it's daytime, you're not asleep, and you're thinking. You're lost in your daydreams. My dream job was to be a public minister. Remember, to be a public minister. Okay. I was born in Rome. Okay, good job, everybody. All right, so you all have about one more question left. So where were you born? What did you like? What was your favorite food? What was your favorite? So not your favorite dream job, but simply your dream job. So what was your dream job? A little bird. Okay, good. It's the pronunciation though, Syria. I get scared when there's so many C's in one word. Okay, good. My dream job was to be an influencer. Remember, Tony, if a word starts with a vowel, A-E-I-O-U, A turns into an. So it's the same rule that applies in Italian. Okay. So we'd say an influencer. And remember, this isn't your dream job as a child. This was your dream job now. You just went to university for that, right? Okay. So you guys, we are going to begin wrapping up our class for today. I have to do another webinar in just a few minutes. It was very nice to to read about all of your childhood favorites and get to know you guys. So I hope you had fun. Thank you for waking up early on a Saturday, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.